Ladies and gentlemen, behind me is OB25, our 25th giveaway, and this is the original overview video. And I'm gonna tell you every single thing about this truck, trailer, machine combo, and how you can win the whole thing. Check it out. Okay, boys, here it is. OB25. I am super excited to tell you every single thing about this whole badass blacked out setup. So behind me is a 2024 25-foot gooseneck. It has mega ramps. So being mega ramps, sorry, phone calls. Stop calling me, Sal. You know what? Hey.
So
hold on, hey. You're Takaguchi. All right, listen, Takaguchi. We're live right now. So here's the question for you.
Everyone.
You've been in the business for what, 30 years, 33 years, 35?
Well, before you were born.
Okay.
You know how old you are?
Nope. So I have a question for you. I know you're a real construction man, real heavy duty man, so you use Pinel for everything, but the goosenecks with the mega ramps, the big wide track ramps, you know, these trailers, what can you do with them besides haul around skid steers? Open deck trailers. How else can you make money with them?
How else you can make money? You can carry loads for people.
Like what?
Materials.
Material like brick, like mortar?
Brick, block, anything you put on a pallet, you can put on a trailer and cart it around. People need that done all the time.
Look at that.
Specialty delivery services for sure.
You put that on Facebook for specialty delivery services, open deck trailer, pull your skid steer off of it.
Trailer. From a skid steer to you can bring people their side.
Look at that, dude. Look at that. All right, I gotta call you later. This right here is the 5-foot ramp, and then you have the approach right here, and then a 20-foot deck. Coming up here to the front, obviously you have the neck of your gooseneck, and this is where all your structure comes from. Obviously you can, if you were crafty enough, you can build a platform up here and weld on there, put extra material, move that spare tire in here. I mean, there's a lot of things you can do. Basically, this is just a stock 25-foot trailer with mega ramps and a gooseneck and a toolbox up front. There was no rock lights, and there's manual jacks. And we upgrade the tires like usual. The tires are upgraded. So to mention, like usual, we don't really talk about this ever. I kind of forget. But like, these do come with the giveaway, which is, everyone's like, oh no, shit, it comes with it. These binders are like $100 each. So I know it's not a big deal when you're talking about this big of a giveaway, but this is at least $700 between chains and binders and powder coating and everything. So it's just, these are powder coated, like custom. Usually these are red and they're painted and they chip off and turn rusty immediately. And yes, we go the extra step to powder coat the chains and the binders, not the chain. Just want to show you guys that. Now we can go to the machine. And a first ever for Own Boss, which I'm surprised it took this long. I kind of got stuck on giving away cat machines because I thought everyone loved cat. And we've done cat, Bobcat, John Deere like multiple times. Never did a Kabota. Hence a Kabota behind me, and why this is the first time we've ever done this. Right here is a 2022 Kabota 75-2 2-speed machine that has 200 hours on it, and this thing is friggin' mint. It's a super mint machine, and as you can tell, it's black, and we did a black and chrome theme for the whole setup this time. There's a lot of features on this machine right here that I don't know why other manufacturers don't pick up on. So as you can tell, it is not orange. Kubota's colors are orange. This is all black. We custom painted the entire thing, not because it needed it, because we wanted to. For you people that say, you paint because you buy shitty machines. So it has 200 hours on it, buddy. It's a year old. Paint was perfect, obviously, and then we decided to sandblast it and paint it gloss black, and then add Own Boss Supply Co decals all over that are chrome because it matches the GMC and the trailer pretty well. Really, like, the biggest feature of the Kabota is the door. So the door opens up to the ceiling, dude. And you can't beat that. Like, there it is. You just need a little bit of pressure, dude. I was too weak, man. The door is up, and the cool part is you'll use the machine on the grade or something, and you'll have uneven terrain when you put your bucket down, and these will be up like a 1/4 inch, and you go to open your door, and it hits the arms. You have to back up or grade out and push the machine down to get out or out of the machine. So it's super annoying. Like, if you guys run grade, you're gonna know what I'm talking about. Like, you wanna open it, you're like, damn it, I can't get out. You have to pull back, unlock it, turn the safety back on, turn the parking brake back off, push the bucket all the way down, pivot the machine up, and then open your door. It's annoying, man. Especially when you do it multiple times a day. It's super annoying. And this, what do? You pull your door over your head and you get out of the machine, no matter where your bucket's at. Super sick, man. Let's go back to what we did to it. Obviously, well, let me pop this door down real quick now. There it is. We tinted the glass, the front windshield, both sides, and the rear, and the sunroof. If it's not good for you when you win the machine, you can just peel it off. It's not that hard. It's not permanent. It comes right off. Obviously, Own Boss Supply Co. decal right here, and then everything over here has been painted. We left the Kabota badge, obviously not painted so you could see your VIN numbers and everything. All the body armor has been painted, bucket painted, steps painted, coming down the side of it. The lines have been painted. The side, what would you call these? The little grate has been painted. Arms, painted. The whole machine is painted and painted correctly like a freaking car. And you can come look at this, like the paint job is pretty tight. I mean, people will still make comments. You guys paint them like shit, dude, it's a skid steer. You know how hard it is to paint a skid steer? Like, this thing looks freaking good. Obviously, Kubota logos are not chrome. They're usually black on the orange paint. And this is now Kubota in chrome. Same down here, SCL 75-2. Coming around back, we painted the whole rear of the machine as well. And as you can see, the logo, the K logo. Weirdly enough, no machines that I've seen have actual logos. Like, this reminds me of a car. We printed these off like stickers to make it look like the back has like LED lights. I don't know, it's kind of quirky but kind of cool at the same time. So that's, I mean, there's your fake light on the Kabota. I don't know. I'm gonna open it up and show you guys the engine bay of this thing. So the one thing I don't like about Kabota is it's a little tight in the engine bay thing. Like, it's not very, they don't really want you going in here, in my opinion. But I do like about this machine, it's very narrow in the rear. So I feel like hitting stuff, which sounds crazy to say, but backing up into like a fence or a tree or a wall is gonna be a lot less capable because your head is right here, whereas like a cat, the back of the machine's like back here. So, something to note. Past that, boys, I mean, there's LED lighting. The rest of the features are all in the interior I want to show, but very, very nice machine that is capable of making you hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions, in the span of its lifetime. Actually, it will make you millions. I don't know, I'm saying tens of millions probably, if you can figure this thing out. This is good for 10 years plus. So this machine right here has the capability of doing excavation, demolition, tree removal, grading. You can demolish stuff. You can put a hammer on it and smash concrete. You can put a grapple bucket, grab trees. You can get chainsaw attachments. You can get a roller attachment. You can remove trees. You can grade asphalt. You can grade concrete. You can move dirt. You can move rocks. You can use landscaping with this. You can do hardscaping. You can do pools. You can do concrete removal. You can load semi-trucks. You can load triaxles. You can load dual axles. You can load on a gooseneck. You can rent it out. You can do your normal maintenance repair. You can get attachments to put in posts for fences. You can do fencing. You can hold steel with it. You can get forks and load pallets with it. Dude, I don't know. There's so many things you can do with the skid steer, especially this size. Like, it ain't too big and ain't too small. It's the perfect size, like a 9,000-pound machine. The rest of the things I want to talk about are inside the machine. Let me show you the interior. I'm gonna show you that fancy freaking door, and I'll tell you everything about it that I know of. Ready? All right, so here's the skid. Here is the window that I love, the door, I should say, that I love so, so much. Come down here, push it in, it opens up. The only thing I don't like is that it doesn't lock in as easy as you think it should when you're trying to hold the window up to get in. So you kind of gotta slam it up. And it doesn't really have to do it. So one fault of that I don't like, pull it down, push, come over here. Starts right up. Okay, so in the skid steer, what's really cool, what you guys just saw, is that you don't need to have the handles in to start it, which I know it sounds like why you bringing it up, but it's a big deal because a lot of machines you have to put everything down, put the parking brake on, do this, do that, turn it on, and then go about your day. Which this you can turn it on from the outside of the cab, which is super convenient. You can just reach in, crank it on, let it warm up, and then go about your day if it's cold out, whatever. So that's the first thing. Second thing I have to talk about is the space in the cab. It's very square in here. So as you can see, I mean, it's really hard to show you guys these things while I'm in here because it's obviously a small cab. And then your AC controls are actually underneath right here. Push it on there for cool. Push button AC, crank it up. There's your speedo. There's your like levels. It's kind of like in a weird tight spot, but I mean, I like that there's no weird controls. It's just literally a lever push it, AC, done. Very, very old school, big fan of that. Okay, so fun fact, I just figured this out. So you have to have the parking brake and the unlock undone. This is your auto coupler for the attachments, so click that button, it unlocks and locks. Super, super convenient, and that's cool. They have a little like locking thing for that, so you don't fall on it and push a button down then undo your attachment while you're loading or something scary, right? Over here, as you can tell, the machine has 279 hours on it, and there's your fuel gauge, there's your coolant gauge, and that's it. There's no crazy screens, there's no bull crap, it's mechanical, which in a machine like the screens, like the Bobcat T66 screen, the new one, is pretty cool, but having a very basic system, like, dude, nothing's gonna go wrong. Like, you have a mechanical lever for your throttle. Like, it's mechanical. It's just, I'm moving it by hand. Like, if it breaks, you can fix it on the job. Big fan of that. I want to go back to the door for a second, because the door is like, it's to me, one of the biggest things that this thing offers. And there's two ways of opening it. So, first way is there's a button down here. You push up, and it opens it, which is obviously for the outside. But you can do it with one finger. Just pop it open, boom. And without the camera, I gotta have both my hands on both sides, which is kind of weird. And basically you would unlock there, obviously with both your hands, right and left hand. Unlock here, pull up, like this, and then you just push up to the ceiling, and it locks it. That's the only problem with doing it on the outside. It's hard to do that, to get the torque and the leverage to push it to lock it in on the outside, but there it is. They have little bolts right here, little locks that lock in the windshield so it won't rattle or vibrate when you're using open cab. Super convenient, and yeah, so there's that. I'm gonna drop this thing back down, same thing, lever, boom, lever on this side, boom, falls down right in front of you, boom. Now you have an open or closed cab, kind of cool. Over here, this is your unlock for your controls. This is your parking brake, auxiliary on, off, shows right there, on, off, and then your lights, which I'm surprised nothing pops up. And then you have a cup holder back there, you have your windshield reservoir, and you also have giant windows that open all the way up. Pretty cool. And past that, guys, there's really not much. This thing is missing a radio, so the radio would go right there. It was an option, but it doesn't have it. Super sweet. I don't know the dump height in this machine, but it goes up probably over 10 feet, I would assume. So for most, it's plenty. I mean, this isn't a dump in a triaxle for sure. Semi-truck, probably not, but it's up there. So if you want to go in there and use it on an actual job site, you're more than capable of doing that. As you guys saw, the interior of the SC75-2 is pretty killer. Very basic interior, but it works so well. Like, it's a skid steer. It's not a Cadillac. It's pretty freaking sweet. So, saying that, the meat and potatoes is the truck. And it's right there. Obviously, you saw it. It's a GMC. But I'm going to talk about like what we did to it, why we did it, what you can do with it. There's a lot of things with the truck, and the idea we had behind this one. Are you ready? So let's go to the front end shot. Let's show them. So behind me is a 2024 GMC Denali 3500 dually, and it's pretty freaking sick. This truck actually was this exact truck right here was Andy from All Road Automotive's personal truck. I'm hyped on that one because my dog Andy takes care of his crap, and I know he's a little baby. He doesn't really use his stuff very hard. So I was like, dude, we gotta get this truck. And he broke it in basically for me, because if you guys don't know, we buy most of our trucks brand new. And like the OB23, for example, is a brand new truck. And Chris and I had to personally drive it around for like 800 miles-ish, which I felt comfortable with, before I wanted to hook up a trailer and a machine to it and then start wearing the motor out. So that's the problem. We had to put some miles on it right away, because it's not like you can just drive these trucks and haul from 0 miles with the skid steer and trailer attached to it and not expect any problems. So this was already broken in. Andy drove it around for like 4 months, and he built it and drove it around, and now it's mine. I'm giving it away, so it's perfect. Anyways, brand new 2024 truck, and as you can tell, if you come to the right a little bit, come over here. Come on, Mitch. As you can tell, it's not factory size. It is lifted. There's a 4-inch Cognito lift to be exact. So the thing is lifted 4 inches high. You do a little animation. Lifted 4 inches high. I don't know. 4 inch high, sitting on 26-inch JTX forged wheels on 37s, and then it has this Fox shocks, and that's pretty much it, boys. It's pretty much a fairly stock vehicle. And we didn't do any paint matching on this truck because, you know, first time in a long time to do a full build and then not paint match it. We wanted to have OEM Plus type of vibe, okay? That was the vibe we're going for. OEM plus some. And I think we accomplished it. Basically, all the truck, this is like a Denali, so the Denali is obviously chromed up like crazy. Some chrome grill, some chrome headlights action, some chrome little pieces over here, some mirror lights, you know, everything's all chromed up, and we kind of left it, boys. We left it alone, put some wheels, tires, lift on it, called it a day. Having a black truck with the chrome accents, that including the grill, the decals, and attached to a black trailer with chrome accents and a black machine with chrome accents, in my opinion, it's like a OB9 on crack. Like, this thing looks super sweet. And I don't think I've met a person that was like, it's not my style. Like, you know, what can you hate about it? It's an OEM plus type of setup. For 24, they updated the headlights. The hood is updated. The grill's updated. Lower bumper's updated. The fog lights are also updated down there. Little badging's updated. Suspension's the same. The motor's the same. So it's a 6.6 Duramax with the Allison transmission. And the motor is like 475 horsepower and almost 1,000 pound-feet of torque. That is plenty to pull this setup right here. And 26-inch GTX forged wheels, 37-inch tires, and even build center caps with floaters in it. Kind of sick, dude. So when you're driving, it's always floating like that. Come down to the side, nothing's been updated. Nothing's been updated really. Nothing updated over here. It's the same from like 2020, basically the same truck. You have your same little tailgate, has not been updated. Same thing. Some people hate it, some people like it. If you want a place to sit, you know, crack open a nice Coca-Cola instead of a beer, because you can't drink and drive, obviously it's bad. But after long days of work, get your Diet Coke or something, crack it open, sit down, push your little button in right here, boom, and it closes up. You know what's weird? All these are super stiff, by the way. So if you win this truck, you're trying to close this, and you're like, I can't freaking close or open it. Every one I've given away has been super stiff trying to open and close that. Very odd. These tailgates have this little like function where you can have basically like 2x12s, 2x14s, if you want to, hanging out the back of your truck, and they're not pointing to the sky, they're kind of flat, and you can throw a strap over the side of these right here, boom, boom, and it's done. And then you can close it up like that. Obviously, every normal tailgate button, open it up. Now on your remote, you obviously have your drop, so you can tap it, drops. And then you have your gooseneck hook up in the rear. So you have gooseneck hook up in the rear, your plugs in the rear, super easy, and obviously it's an 8-foot bed. So it is a fairly stock, brand new truck with a fairly stock machine and a fairly stock trailer. I mean, it didn't go crazy paint matching or custom paints or wraps or pulling the headlights apart. We just kind of left the shit alone. And it's very nice and OEM plus. And the point of this is two things. One, it's to make some frickin' money and provide some opportunity to you guys. And two is to look cool. This thing with the headlights on, driving around with a blacked out skid steer and a black trailer attached to it, looks menacing. And then it also like is utilitarian. It's an OEM truck, so it's not gonna get destroyed. It's a brand new vehicle with a brand new setup hull in it, and it's bad to the bone, boys. So the opportunity though is the biggest thing. Like, it is pretty, but this thing will make you so much money. This truck is brand new. 7,000 miles on it, 6,000, 6, 7, 8,000. I'm gonna look, hold on, pause. I gotta know this real quick. Damn, sorry. 8,000 miles on it now. We put 1,000 on it a weekend, I'm pretty sure, Mitch. 8,000 miles on the truck, and in my opinion, this truck with the motor setup and the trans setup, and if you take care of it, change your oil, and maintain it, is gonna run you 10 years or probably 250, 300,000 miles with no problem at all, like at all. And I'll be honest with you, I was never a fan of Duramax because the seats suck, in my opinion. Like, just being honest with you guys, I'm a Ford guy seat with the Cummins motor, but after I've been hauling around this skid steer and trailer and the power it has and the way it just feels hauling, like, this truck's gonna last so long. I can just tell. Like, it's a bad to the bone truck. And I know it's kind of stupid and crazy, but one of my favorite things about the truck is the headlight sequence. It's actually so sick. I know it's stupid, but it's pretty sweet to me. I mean, that's what you get with the $100 and something thousand truck. I mean, this truck's $100 grand. The trailer's another 20K, and the machine's another 80, plus $30,000 in cash. If you can't start a business and make your own money with this setup right here, then you probably shouldn't be your own boss, if I'm honest with you. So, but saying that, truck, trailer, machine, badass. All right, so I'm gonna hop inside the truck because GM has really good technology, and I wanna show you all of it. Ready? All right, so we're in the brand new Denali 3500 dually. And as you can see, they updated a few things in the interior. So this interior is, I gotta be honest with you, this dash right here from here to here is super hard. Big fan of everything that GM did right here. Right, this is super sick. Some of the other things I kind of question, like the there's a few things, but the interior is super sick. So let me get into it real quick. So right here, obviously, your steering wheel. Nice Denali steering wheel. The logo's updated a little bit for 24. This little rim badging right here is updated. But past that, it's basically the same steering wheel as it has been. You have your cruise control over here. All your cruise control, so obviously no cruise control. If you hit the button, boom, cruise control pops up on there. You set your speed up or down. I actually like the way this is laid out really well. And then you have your spacing for your gap. So you just adjust it right there. And it works with the trailer, and it will auto brake to adapt your cruise control. It auto brakes for you. So this screen right here is all of the infotainment. So obviously you have your home button. Goes home. This is a Google system, so it's very fast. And I have to say the screen itself is very high res. Like, they did a very good job of this. So in here you have everything from your audio to your climate controls to your Amazon Alexa, trailering. If you have an iPhone, there is wireless CarPlay and wireless Android Auto. So this is really cool. You just plug your phone in. Actually, you connect your phone to Bluetooth. Sorry, you don't plug it in. And as you can see, my phone is not plugged in, and it is wireless CarPlay, which is super sick. CarPlay, if you didn't know, shows you all of your phone, shows your phone content on your truck, which is freaking cool. So we can get out of there, we can go back. If you don't like that, here's Google Maps. I mean, this is like crazy. This is a truck, by the way. This isn't a Tesla. This is a 3500 dually. Trailering, the trailer stuff. You can implement trailers on here. You can add a new trailer. You can add 25-foot gooseneck, and it will know everything about your trailer. Connect to it right away when it's plugged in, and it knows. You have your front cam, so it shows literally the front of the vehicle. You have a rear cam, so your tailgate camera. You have a top down of your front, like the front end right here of the vehicle. Shows you the top down 360, and you have the rear 360. You have your mirror cameras, which Chevy's like known for, super sick. Tire camera, so you turn your wheel. You can see that. Pretty freaking cool. This truck is so clean, it looks like a mirror. That's the side of the truck. So I'm a big fan of bed camera with all the crap back there for the shoots. You can always zoom in and all these. Big fan of Chevy and their technology. Oh yeah, and I'll get into this too. So all your climate controls down here are all in real life. They're not buttons in the screen. I mean, you can go in the screen in the climate, click on that, and play in there if you want, but that'd be super annoying if you had to do that. You don't. You know, AC, ventilated seats, boom, there we go. Super easy. Adjust your temperature really easily digitally as well. Super cool. Fan speed, all your climate where the air is coming out. You have dual climate control with a passenger ventilated seat. Super convenient, super nice, luxurious. Exhaust brake. You have lane assist. So lane assist will keep you in your lane. It will vibrate the seat if you go like in between the lines. And then parking assist, and then tailgate drop, hazard, and traction control. And then a big ass engine start stop button. I don't know why it's so big. It's a little big, but you know what? It reminds me of a Lamborghini, so I guess you're paying for what you get. And then they have a nice little leather inlays in here. So that's leather, and then that's aluminum, and it's pretty nice. The overall fit and finish is very nice. Oh, I almost forgot to mention the HUD, the heads-up display up here. It works really well, and you can adjust it all right here. So you can like move it up or down, or change what's on here. Super nice. Then your brightness. Door trim over here, nice wood with the aluminum. The door handles feels really good. Like the quality fit and finish with the door sounds, everything feels quality in here. It's just very kind of hard, which is durable. It's just a little hard. It needs to be broken in a little bit. And then over here, same thing. Back seat. Here you go. Nice Denali seats. Very nice. Very nice. Your plugs, extra stuff underneath there, extra storage. Also in the rear, you have heated seats in the rear, and you have your plugs in the rear, and then little storage right here. Door pockets. That's it, guys. All right, saying that, boys, I gotta go make some freaking money, but you can win this truck, that trailer, that machine, plus $30,000 in cash by simply going on bossbike.com and picking up some merch. No, this is not BS. This is our 25th time doing this, hence OB25, own boss, 25 to 25th giveaway. 24 previous people have had their lives completely changed by literally buying some merchandise and supporting us. It's kind of crazy. OwnBossBike.com. Peace out. Head to the comments below. Let me know what you thought about the video, what you think about the setup, and what you guys want to see next. Good luck.